That's past the first 5 hours of nothing but story-driven crap. I guess I could put it in Japanese to make it different. Oh, thank God it's safe inside my house. At least it's safe inside my mind. So I finished beginner fishing. I guess we'll start expert fishing, I guess. There was supposed to be time now. Oh, it's just Foggy for the rest of the game. You overhear students talking. The weather's really been weird lately. What's up with all this fog? This fog looks like it's gonna stay here forever. Forever. Let me go give my cat some food. Okay, honey. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that very first save was us saving right after all the story stuff. You know, it's kind of funny. It snowed here today in New Mexico, and snow is super rare. Well, I live in southern New Mexico, and snow is super rare. And it was snowing this morning when I took out the trash, and it's kind of like, ooh, it's spooky because it's also like really cloudy and dark outside. Coincidence? Yes. That's what some great guy on TV said. Oh, I also heard that it's poisonous, very toxic, and nobody even knows why it's toxic. Man, just thinking about how toxic it is makes me feel ill. I should probably stay at home for a while. You're just too lazy to take the final beginning next week, aren't you? No, man, I'm really sick. It snowed, yeah, for a little bit. It was snowing this morning. When I took the trash out.
Good day.
Do you have any plans after school? I would like you to come with me.
Oh.
Okay. But yeah, it was snowing very, very lightly this morning. It's seriously too cold now. Such a painful season if you've got back pain. Oh, see? Speaking of back pain. Excuse me, there's a deity that makes your back hurt. It's a titan named Atlas. Do you know about him? He's often depicted carrying the earth on his shoulders. And it looks really heavy. Makes me hurt just looking at it. Excuse me. And atlases are also used in geography class. Do you know what they are? Well then, Norio-kun, who doesn't look like he'd know. Excuse me? Do you know what an atlas is? Oh, yeah. I want to say it's a book of maps, but that could be wrong. Absolute. Let me see. It's a book of maps, right? Like, yeah, that's what it is. I've never really pondered what an atlas was, but I think it is. Who looks like he wouldn't know? Maybe I didn't know, but I'm double checking my basic knowledge, sir. It is a book of maps. I'm like, it's not a globe and it's not a compass. I'm like, oh yeah, I guess an atlas is a book of maps. You're very good. Yep, and Atlas is a book of maps. Mercator's book of maps featured a large picture of Atlas on the cover. Note the spelling. It's spelled A-T-L-A-S, okay? I mean, how else would you spell it? You're like the top performing student. That's because I have a secret answer book. Well, there's always, ow, my back! You give the correct answer. But I'm like, oh yeah, and Atlas is technically a book of maps, isn't it? It's probably begun to question Namatame. It's going to take a while for Nanako to recover. It is rather spooky out here. Oh, I can still do social link stuff. Cool, cool. My mother's always telling me that I should be studying more. She keeps bringing up this kid in elementary school and telling me I need to be like him and crazy, super kid, anyway, special favorite. That girl on the roof, what do you think of me? Well, there's nothing to do. She didn't have a plan. You know, that girl, she wanted to be a vet, so I think that she'll need an animal guide. So if I give one to her as a present, don't you think it'll be Scorpion's major points with her? My problem looking at something like that. Do you have any ideas? Well, if you don't think of a way to come find one. Reward, something really special. Magician on top of a cloud. Oh, okay. You want me to go into the TV world and grind out enemies for you, eh? Okay, so today's 11/22. I guess I'll make all these saves. Senpai, test time. No school stuff for us. Why am I always taking tests? Well, I guess I could go give the goldfish to that dude. There's nothing inside your locker. Oh, well, you don't care about the tests, I guess. You're like the only one. But shit, I am on borrowed time. I thought I'd finally begun to understand everything at my age, but I guess not. No siree, even when you're this old, you're still finding out new things about yourself. I figured I'd gotten wiser since I was your age, but I've also held on to stuff I should have let go a long time ago. There's a lot to be ashamed of in a long life, but it sure keeps things interesting. Hey, you better enjoy getting older, okay? Hey, I'd like to ask something of you. So you have a minute then. I've got another thing, like another lamp. Something simple but beautiful, but not too gaudy. That kind of lamp. I looked in some stores, but I ain't seen nothing like that. You're something else. Yeah, sure. Figured, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, in the clouds. Okay. It's so cute. Give that to me. I'll use it to ambush that cat. I don't want you ambushing any cats in front of me, sir. Okay, so maybe I have to see him again tomorrow. Okay, so Marie's not out here today. Man, if I already missed out on her. Well, I do know some things about when she's available, and she's going to be available every day when something big happens. I do know that. I do know a little bit of what's going to kind of maybe happen, but I don't know specifics. Trying to get something called a Catmander tag so I can start commanding 50-player groups in Guild Wars 2. Interesting, interesting. Catmander? Catmander, huh? Do people ever think that they'd be happier if they could go back and live in the past? I've been wondering. I've only been listening to my radio, and it's like my heart just yearns for a return to those simpler times. Listening to the radio on a lazy summer day, just the two of us, without a care in the world. The radio I'm listening to hasn't changed at all. Why is the rest of the world so different? I want to build another crystal radio just like the one I had when I was a kid, but I can't find what I need. I need old ore. It's hard to ask you, but I'm counting on you. Maybe a fish or something is hiding a piece. If you can find rare materials there, it might be like a paradise for the fish. Oh, okay. So, yep, there's all kinds of enemy grind quests. Yeah, there's a commander tag and a catmander tag. Interesting. So how you guys doing? Help me out. My girlfriend here has been texting another guy. Tell her that ain't right, man. You don't do that when you're dating. I can't believe this. I told you he's just a friend from before we met. What am I supposed to do? Ignore him? So that means you gotta text him every day? You even said you hang out with him sometime. You sense you should walk away. I mean, you spent the entire semester trying to deny that you guys were together in the first place, dude. Wow, it's almost December. I know it's a long way away, but I kind of dread this time of year. We always have these big family gatherings on Christmas, which means we have to make a lot of food. And then it's New Year, so there's even more preparing to do. Why me? All I want to do is go outside. Nodio-senpai, I'd like to ask another favor of you. Do you think you can find me a piece of classy lumber? I wanted to surprise my dad with it, but I can't seem to get a hold of any quality wood. Classy lumber, and where's that, in heaven? Somewhere heavenly, yep. Man, the atmosphere is really Creepsville. Dragville. Okay, where's the spiral stero case? I drew a spirochete. Should be over this way. We'll see if Sofue requires anything of me. Pretty sure it's pretty much just an icon everyone on the map can see. One just resembles a cat. Oh, that's cute. Dun, dun, dun. Now we're really getting into the Silent Hill vibes. Let's just say I know what a certain boss is called, and I know why my persona is called the way it is. Let's just say I accidentally stumbled upon some answers. Is it going to turn out to be all the work of a dog in a control room? If you get that ending, yes. Everybody, like, sucks off Silent Hill 2, but I really like the first and the third one. Even the fourth one's kind of neat.
Senpai?
I don't know what to say.
Yes.
There's also that alien ending too, right? Like, don't they get abducted and shit? And there's one where, like, Harry Mason, like, helps out James Sunderland in one of the endings. The second one was the first one most people played, like me. Oh, is that why? Like, I don't think it's bad. I just think that, like, I don't know, like, the first game sets up, like, the lore of Silent Hill, and then the second one kind of, like, shits on it. Not in a majorly messed up way or anything, but, like, the first game was, like, a classic horror film where, it's a literal tourist trap kind of town, and there are crazy people who take hallucinogenic drugs, but it's also, like, run by a cult that summons an ancient demon, like, of their old gods. Like, they kind of worship these ancient demons. And, like, their messiah is, Alessa. And then in the second one, it kind of has nothing to do with that, and it's just, like, a guy who killed his sick wife and is looking for her forgiveness for killing her and resenting her for being sick and shit. So it doesn't really have anything to do with, like, a cult or magic or anything. And then the third one is just a direct sequel to the first one. So, I don't know. I don't think it's a bad story. There's lots of really good moments in it that like stick with you. Like Angela's final scene is really crazy. It's more so like it's a collection of stories, and like James's story is the main one, but like there's a collection of people inside of his town. Except the girl, I guess she was innocent, and maybe for her the town was normal. Again, not bad. I just kind of like the horror film aspect of like the first and the third one, and the second one's kind of like a trippy psychological thing. Now to brought a new challenge from the Phantom Thief. Lover's flag? I'm glad you're a girl. Your gender doesn't matter? But I get points if I pick gender doesn't matter. Lover's flag. The Phantom Thief knows where I live, which means he had other reasons for having you deliver the first card. Why you, though? Because I looked reliable. I think all three of them were correct, right? Yeah. Because we looked close? Because I looked useless? Because we looked close.
Huh?
What are you saying? That can't be it. Don't blurt out such ridiculous nonsense. So then, what do you think of the contents of this card? Card reads as follows. Oh man, is it different in base game? I thought I clicked on golden. Oh no, I didn't. So the correct one is the numbers are important. By the 7 at the third, what do these numerical values mean? When the bank closes, the fruit tree grows by the large 7 at the third in the spot I chose. When the banks close, the fruit tree grows by the large 7 at the third is the spot I chose. The numbers are important. The numbers themselves, 7 in the third. Naoto's eyes lit up. When the banks close, the fruit tree grows. Look at the third and seventh words. Banks and tree, in other words, by the large tree at the banks is the spot I chose. Anyway, let's search for the biggest tree at this river's bank. I knew it. This watch brings back memories. Naoto holds a digital watch slightly large for a child's wrists. This is pretty advanced, you know. It's one of the 7 tools of the detective. It has an extremely strong backlight. You can use it to blind the enemy. I modified it when I was a child. I always loved this sort of thing ever since childhood. I preferred robots and cars to dolls and teddy bears. I liked high places, so I had a secret base in the trees. I enjoyed that. Why? Why couldn't I have been born male? It would have been much easier for me. I could have done what I wanted to do with gusto. It's funny, isn't it? Your gender doesn't matter.
Senpai.
Audio-san. Now that I have people who say that to me, what right have I to complain? Really, it's quite difficult to keep my composure when you're around. I feel like I'm being lectured, like I'm still a child. Naoto looks at her feet embarrassed. You feel even itching growing. Invigorate 2, huh? Oh man. No. We'll be fine. Now that we've saved the Earth, we can give in to our sexual inhibitions. Seems I've been doing all the talking. Why don't you tell me about yourself? What were you like as a child? I wish I could have seen it. You chatted idly with Naoto, then went home. So this is the end of the 22nd. I didn't see any sort of way I could have hanged out with Marie. Hey, it's me. You want to hang out tomorrow? I have other plans. Not to be mean, dude. We're maxed out. Like, there's no reason for us to hang out anymore. Contract fulfilled. You decide to continue reading Expert Fishing. It says that when going after big game, when opportunity strikes, you must reel it in at once with all your might. It appears that if you don't seize such moments, it will be difficult to catch the biggest game. From now on, when you see the command menu button icon under the gauge, command menu button to boost your reel speed. Oh, I see. Hold and then tap that? That's kind of a weird... Like holding A and tapping Y feels hella weird. You resolve to try it out next time you go fishing. Okay, cool. It's just Foggy forever and ever. Today is Labor Appreciation Day, so you have the day off from school. All you can do now is wait and watch. Watch. Anymore, me. Okay, today's the beginning of the 23rd. Well, hey there, you need some seedlings for your garden? Pretty crazy this fog stuff is. It's like green, too. Windy outside. Spooksville. Dragville. Hello there. The red goldfish you gave him. Thanks to that, the kitties are all over me. Oh, those kitty witties were so cute. The feeling of their soft fur is great. I almost want to get married more for the cat than Miyako-san. Oh, I want a kitty kiss. Don't take that out of context. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so you're not available today, but you are. You're stupid, I hate you, I don't love you anymore.
Huh?
Oh, you're here. Hey, I have somewhere I want to go today.
Let's go.
Let's take me out. Okay, cool. Take me out, I say, don't you know? You feel that you will be getting stronger soon. Cool, cool. I don't think I can call the fox at night, right? Angel skirt, angel food cake. Ooh, that's a nice item. Okay, so this was the end of Wednesday. Alright, so what do? Yeah, I don't think you can call the fox at night. I'm pretty sure you can't. Maybe you should pray. Try again later. Guess I could read those gardening books, but it's like... You overhear students talking. I can't even see the sky with all this fog. I really don't like this weather. Well, why? I'm fine with it. Some people say the fog is poisonous, but I don't feel bad at all. You're worrying too much. Just imagine that the town was supposed to be like this from the very beginning. Pretend that this is natural. If you say so, but more students are calling in sick lately, but I guess it's nothing really unusual. Man, Naoto's levels up really fast. Do you have any plans after school? I'd like you to come with me. Oh, okay, I guess I was too late. Boy, Miss Nakayama, Mrs. Nakayama. Maybe I should go home for today. The fog doesn't seem to be lifting either. Don't you feel drained on foggy days? The bad news is that I can't go home yet, though. That's the crushing reality of a full-time employee. Days like these, I just want to spend all day counting my money at home. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's easy to count when you use a sequence of numbers with a common difference. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Numbers with geometric progression are more difficult to count by. Here's a sequence that's even harder to count by. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Fibonacci sequence. You have the answer you think is correct. Yep, that's the Fibonacci sequence. Good to know you're studying. Fibonacci sequence is defined by starting with 0, then 1, then all the others are the sum of the two before them. I wouldn't dream of having my money grow in geometric progression, but at the very least, I can wish for a Fibonacci growth. Sorry that I'm getting off topic, but my husband is acting weird lately. Not that we've been fighting, but he's been going on about how the fog is poisonous. Ugh, I'm so depressed. Let's just continue the lecture. You have no choice but to wait until the situation changes. Black and white are all I see in my infancy. Oh, hey, you have something to say? No one knows what's causing this fog. I wonder if we're okay here. This is kind of scary. Right now, I'm more afraid of the fog than I am of the tests coming up. Even my friends are afraid now. Okay, so it's like even only Naoto will hang out during these times because everyone else is like doing like... Well, I can turn this in. I think that counted, right? Like I can... Oh wait, no. If I turn it in, it'll count as taking up a time slot. Oh, no deal. So, oh, wait. Hold on. Let me make sure that what's-her-face isn't available. Looks a bit sad. It will be too sad. Okay, so she's not available today. All I see in my infancy. I don't know what to say, senpai.
Yes.
Man, she grows hella fast. Hella. Oh wait, I'm still on you right now. Lover's flag. Because I love you. Oh, did I need to pick all lover's flags? Interesting. Shit's gonna get interesting. Subtract 40 and 4 and don't be afraid. Samigawa floodplain. Fog has enveloped the area. Naoto seems to be thinking about something. To tell you the truth, I haven't been in contact with Grandpa lately. I wanted to confirm the items I assumed the Phantom Thief stole, but our secretary Yakushiji's-san passed along a message saying he went to visit an ailing friend in America. Since then, I haven't been able to reach either Grandpa or Yakushiji-san's cell phone. Well, there's no point in worrying about them now. I'm sure they're fine. On to business. I received a new challenge in the mail today. It's also like Sophie's World or something. Jury to not rest or route for fable. -40, -4. The sentence as written is gibberish. Is this part of the riddle? And this -40, -4. On its own, it means nothing. Perhaps the minus part is important. Subtract 40 and 4.
Huh?
Subtract? Ah, subtract 40 from the sentence. Naoto's eyes lit up. Just jury to not rest or route for fable. From there you subtract 40 and 4. Notice the unnatural comma in the phrase. It corresponds to the two numbers. Subtract the letters in 40 from the first part and the ones in 4 from the second. What remains is Junes table.
Let's go.
Because I love you. I wonder if you needed to hit all lovers' flags for you to be able to date her. There was something taped to the underside of the table. I knew it was here. Naoto produces a large ballpoint pen. This is another of the 7 detective tools I made. You can use it as a normal pen, but it also has a pen light and a miniature telescope. I thought I had lost this. I didn't think Grandpa still had it. Neither my grandpa nor myself can stand to throw things away. Wow, Norio-senpai, you're so smart. Why, yes, I am. As long as I have my computer. When this pen was still mine, I was just a child dreaming of becoming a detective. But being a man or a woman, I never thought about it. The lack of peers to compare myself to might have contributed to that. I had no friends. I was quite the outsider then too. But why is it that compared to the time I spent utterly alone, I worry more now that I'm with you and the others? I feel that I'm undergoing a change. You'll still be you. People change. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. I see. I'm afraid, you say. I see. Naoto smiling weakly. The need to change and the desire to remain the same. They're mixed together, and it scares me. Naoto looks smaller than ever before. That she would show you this side of her must be a sign that she has opened her heart to you. I see. Naoto Shirogane. Norio-san, have you ever felt like that before? I want to hear about you.
I'll see you again.
You chatted idly with Naoto, then went home. Sure is lonely without my family. End of 24.